Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we will be watching episode 2 of the second season of Interview with a Vampire, so let's jump right in.
There's nothing more adorable than a happy baby bird. And a happy baby loves to sing with a voice that
I know even he's like, what the Ross am I watching?
There's just one thing that makes her sad. When she's
I'm guessing he wasn't expecting her to sing like that, eh?
Like a love that's lost its unshine. And well, you know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I don't think he likes this play.
I don't like windows when they're closed.
And how did she like being infantilized?
Coven life requires a letting go of the self. She can't
Really?
move her uphill like a seasoned player.
Yeah, we know she had her issues with it. No.
Where are my canapes? Yes, madame.
Yeah, Louis really does not like this.
Flapping her wings. We're getting free.
And she has to do this for the next 50 years.
The play was a hit.
An unmitigated hit.
They added shows, added seats, sold souvenirs.
Wow, she really has fans.
Little birdie Lou is caught in a trap. Birdie loves the rain.
Yeah, she is done with this show.
It says here in the margins, find baby Lulu's inner childlike wonder again.
Yeah,
By the 500th performance, Claudia was beyond bored.
yeah.
It wasn't on me. It was sabotage.
Really?
I have lost my passion for work on stage. I think I prefer backstage work.
Yes, Maître?
No.
What are you holding in your hand?
Popcorn bag and a prophylactic.
And why, as the author of My Baby Loves Windows, would you humble yourself thus?
It's a privilege to work in this theater. I do what I'm asked, and I do it gratefully.
And to help you rediscover your passion for Lulu, you'll no longer remove your costume. You'll sleep in it, rehearse in it, feed in it, hunt in it. You live with Lulu off stage until she returns to you on stage.
Yeah, don't look at Louis. You asked for this.
In full voice. Nomadic passion has infected the entire company.
Oh.
Maître might not have noticed, as he has been nomadically attending the Théâtre de Vampire.
And the infection spread, what, year and a half ago?
When a certain vampire was granted dispensation from Coven membership.
It's Louis, I got a name.
Yeah.
He takes all the proper precautions.
Reviews himself in the cafe, the salon, and the gallery.
I keep my business tight.
He reads books during Blood Sabbath.
I'll loan it to you when I'm done.
This is not about Louis.
Discipline Claudia for bumping into the scenery, but let Louis run wild. You do this for what? Is it thirst? Is it love?
See, I
What is it
knew
exactly?
this was going to cause some sort of dissent
you
amongst the
companions?
Yes.
coven. Oh. Oh.
Remets tes miches dans ton plumard.
Did these two just want to fight?
It's not a companionship. What is it?
Oh.
It's whatever you want to call it.
He wants to call it a companionship.
Works for me. Companion works too. It's not.
It's not a companionship.
Oh, God, how did about it? We see each other when we want to, and when we want to be alone, we're alone.
He doesn't
That's
want
good.
to ever be
It's easy.
alone, I think. He always want to be wrong with you.
It's not easy for me. You don't understand the danger I risk every night for you. How that danger compounds with every slight.
What slight?
You barely join us for a hunt. You read novels during performances.
I've seen those plays 100 times.
I keep you.
So you want me to come around more?
Yes, that would help.
Okay then, I'll come around more.
And stop reading during performances.
I have to get back. Curfew. I love you.
Lestat's making this seem worse. Stop laughing.
She wouldn't talk.
Why are you talking to a figment of your imagination like that?
Are you schizophrenic, Louis?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
But looking back on it now, I can understand it.
the vampire bond.
I was severing one and knitting another.
So, Were you two the only ones who survived the fire at the theater?
What fire at the theater?
You weren't provided any information about the fire in our archives. It's enterprising. Is that what makes you fascinating? In high school, you told a girl you'd only do her if she had a paper.
What is this all about?
The fire?
Yeah.
One of my researchers found it in the Beinecke Library in New Haven. She thinks we're working on a book about the post-war reconstruction of Paris.
What are you writing, Baby Lou?
How long you been sitting there?
Honoring the blood.
Celeste and Estelle hate me. I hear their petty insults in the middle of our scene.
You know what we call Celeste behind her back? The Marie Celeste, because her talent disappeared without trace years ago.
Oh, wow.
And Estelle is so far up Celeste's arse that she doesn't need a coffin to sleep in anymore. I do hope there's something juicy in there.
What about you?
Oh. And thank you for the kind words you wrote about me.
How do you know what I wrote?
You read it already?
I read it just now, right in front of you.
What, is this the dress shop that you was by before?
You sold me a dress.
Yeah.
Dentale boutique comme soit la vente. Très chic.
I've seen this show. Un divertissement.
Still dressing your windows for your German tourists?
Your French is still ugly. Like your Dowell outfit.
Yeah.
I agree. I just wouldn't say it because it's rude and obvious.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he sees in him. He's not that attractive.
Oh,
And the
God.
waterfall of pretension bursting forth from his mouth and cavity.
Y'all sound like you're jealous.
Grab my melons.
Already doing it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he really mocking you.
See, now that I've wriggled inside your voice, pulled it on like a costume, you don't sound all that Chicago to me. It's the emphasis on the second syllable.
Oh, is he gonna get a country?
From the French.
So, is
French
mimicry
Quarter.
that you good at? Like a
Like a
parrot?
gent with the upright downstairs.
Or organ monkey?
Cajun drawl. I want to test a theory. Say, New Orleans.
Or a buffoon? You all right?
Why? To sit there and get mocked some more? I ain't coming back either.
You've been showing your work at the Perrier Salon.
If you knew the man, you know he was anything but.
A happy mistake then. You caught the soul he is hiding. So,
Wow. Yeah, your own soul you were
Tell me.
hiding, or like.
what do you see?
Hell of a shot. Who took it?
He did.
A young American, like
Oh.
yourself. He has the eye. You should buy one from me. Sit on it. Sell it to Sally Man when he moves into photography. You get a good
No,
price.
don't do it.
I mean, this one with the fountain and the couple and the water's glowing. I think I've seen it somewhere, like in a book or something, right?
Is he gonna say he doesn't
Good
remember
reason
that?
You picked that one, Daniel.
That's you.
It's not mine. That's Fred Stein.
Oh.
I was an adequate photographer. An amateur. I want our readers to know that.
Sure.
You need a minute.
Can I get some aspirins?
Yeah,
The
figured you
migraines
needed
today.
a minute. Yeah, she's bored too. Is this gonna become your new friend?
When you went out the window and you cracked your neck, yeah, that was good. Oh, wait. I should kill whoever wrote it.
Claudia, you're needed in the wet room.
I'll be there in a minute.
Eh bien, merci, Lulu. For whatever that was.
Tell me one thing wrong about this photo.
Well, for one thing, I'm not in it.
Okay.
Please.
You really can't let him go, can
Your lens
you?
is not entirely clean. And you see here, in the corner. And on this net, you only had 8 frames of film on you. A haunting set of clouds moved in minutes after your last shot.
I was wondering if you wanted to take one of our walks.
Oh, has he come to woo
So you
you?
spend the day and night in the dress? Is this some acting process?
It's a punishment.
Because you don't like flapping your arms in their stupid play.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I want to know what love is before I die.
Sounds like a lie.
It was definitely a
I thought
lie.
so too, but then he shook so much when I took my shirt off. I wasn't inviting Hitler to stay in France. I was inviting a frightened boy to cradle my tits.
Oh, okay.
I do not enjoy using my powers like that, Louis.
Seemed like you did.
That was for curving discipline for the situation, and if I may, you were wound rather tightly after
Yeah.
Santiago's probing.
Probing. He was goading him to get a reaction.
I did it poorly, but I did it for our protection.
I didn't like seeing Claudia made a
I
puppet.
treated her as a member of my coven.
I don't like you parading her around in that baby
So
doll
hold
dress
on.
either.
You don't want to walk up the stairs, so you
If I may
just
say,
glide up
It all makes you look.
through the middle.
I'm not Lestat, Louis.
Okay.
Who are you?
Aaron. The parents that sent him to work on a merchant boat in Delhi when in actuality they had sold him
Oh, wow.
into slavery to the ship's captain. Still, Amadeo had a skill.
And that was?
And if a friend wandered into town, I was occasionally donated before I was turned
Okay.
and imbued with my powers.
And Omar.
The name that you took?
The name the coven in Rome gave me.
Okay.
Who am I, Louis?
Your grandpa?
Am I my history I have endured?
Oh, no.
Am I the job I do not want?
Oh, good.
We all humble ourselves.
Tell me again how Sam licks the stage clean after every show, and I'll tell you a job I'd rather do.
The only one with a child's physique.
Twan could play the part. You just want to watch the bouncing ball.
It's 15 minutes and I could pretend.
It's a degrading 15 minutes. I like to walk off stage in the middle of it, but I don't. I like to pounce on the audience members, but I don't.
I'll let you whine and have your say. Most in my position would treat you no better than you treated your maker.
Yeah. He
I
knows.
disagree. Going forward, you will do more than the bare minimum on and off stage.
I don't know why she thought if she went into a coven, she would have her way.
Too old to play Hamlet. Too young to play Polonius. Know your role, Thesp. Or join your maker in oblivion.
What is vampire life but poor decisions stacked next to better ones?
Louis!
What?
Poor decision.
Oh, God.
Louis!
What is it?
Armand knows all about Lestat.
Uh-huh.
How does he know?
A little while. Since the day you joined.
What?
Read our minds first night at the theater.
But you colored it in for him. Painted a picture. Who did the poisoning? Who did the throat cutting?
You could trust Armand.
What about me and you?
He did what?
No, it doesn't sound like him.
Does it sound like him? I forgot. Love makes you stupid. Makes you fickle and weak and blind. Let me guess, he's your companion finally.
Yes, he is.
Picked another one over me.
You picked the coven!
Oh, God.
You left me! Go sit in your choice, sister.
You told her to go. And you made out like you were happy.
The wilderness that is our daughter.
Who's watching you? Is it the other vamps again? Of
First
course.
floor, balcony.
Keep a watch.
Eyes, ears, and minds.
Hunt later.
Yeah. Hunt later.
Really?
Well, I'm happy you tried.
Oh, you really?
No, you're not.
That's what you wanted me to say?
Then you say what I want you to say now.
There isn't gonna be a hunt, is there?
No.
Are you gonna let Lestat go now?
Why this suit?
It's my favorite on you.
Really? I didn't know that. You might not know this, but I had the tailor inscribe your initials on the backside of the ticket pocket.
He knew.
You summoned me.
I felt your panic.
The
Okay.
center isn't holding. Mutiny brewing. You should think to leave.
No. I'm staying in Paris.
Yeah, you ain't threatened by
With you.
Santiago, eh?
And everyone's gonna be happy.
No, they're not.
I'm not an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much about the theater, but I used to be real good at running things.
Okay.
Santiago wants to be coven leader. Give him the job.
Never.
Watch him fail.
Never. Yes, I will not.
Fine. Then throw him a bone at least. Let him feel like he's your heir apparent. He'll overplay his hand.
You're gonna see
Everyone will
Lestat's
feel
name.
again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. This is wrecked
But
it.
when they know, they don't have an alternative.
You
When
just
you
had
want something
everything out in the open, but then I guess you didn't think anyone's gonna break into your apartment.
I want you. I want you more than anything in the world.
You sure about that, Aaron?
Yes, maître.
You made me look foolish.
You just assume it was me.
When it wasn't me.
You sure about that?
Excuse me?
I take it back.
Take it.
No. I was a 33-year-old man when I became a vampire.
What is all of this?
Come about.
Are you gonna see your name? Wow, how long were they watching you?
What?
Morning!
I lost time. Things got a little heated.
With a boy. Things got heated with a boy. I was at home.
The wheels are basically falling off on this one. Like, you can see all of the scent slowly growing among the coven. Mostly, you know, boosted by Santiago. Like, we can see, I think even when he was performing, when we first met him, you can see that he kind of wanted to be in charge. He thought he was just that guy. And this whole thing with Louis, I think, helped him in order to basically try to become the coven leader. He's took full advantage of the fact that Armand is so infatuated with Louis that he's allowing things to happen that he wouldn't. Like, yeah, he's not killed Louis. Louis turns up when he wants to or when he does. He doesn't really pay them much attention. He's still reading and doing his own little thing. And they don't like that, especially considering Armand has them all following these rules. And when any other person has broken them in the past, they've been punished with death. And here he is just letting Louis do what he wants. And his response is, well, he's not part of the coven, so can't really tell him anything. But it's also not setting a good example. Like, yeah, not doing so well. And as I thought, Claudia was going to get very tired of that performance, and it didn't take her long. Like, when the first watching it, you can see at first, yes, she had a bit more enthusiasm. Louis was looking at it like, is this really what you wanted to do as part of the coven? I was looking at it like, are you dumb? And then the more she's performed, the less enthused she is about these performances, to the point where it's very lackluster and she's put in barely any effort. But the audience loves it because they love the play. So I don't even think they're there for her performance so much. They just go in there because they love it and they love the songs. Because anytime they see her, they seem to sing it back to her. So it's not even so much about her. And yeah, Santiago making... I can't even say if he's making nice with Claudia, but the fact that he mentioned about how, yes, occasionally he might break the rules a little bit. Some of them might do it. Like, he's basically saying, like, yeah, don't worry, have your little diary or what's not. Like, don't let the others find it, basically, is what I got from that. But we already know they're not really a fan of the rules. So I'm assuming if he does take over the coven, those rules are going to be out the window, or it'll definitely be a change in what will go and what won't. But him breaking into their apartment to come across all of Claudia's diaries, and I'm assuming what he read in one of them mentions Lestat, because if it's some of her old ones, she did mention him quite a bit. So I'm guessing from that he's going to definitely know that Bruce is not the maker, it's definitely Lestat. So I'm wondering if in the next episode, if he's going to start, mentioning Lestat more, or just brings it up outright. I do wonder. Especially in front of Louis, because we already know he likes to goad Louis, because he already did it. He was right on the mark with, Louis being from New Orleans and being Cajun. Like, he had that bit down pat. I don't know if it was also because he was in his head, because as Louis was talking, he was basically saying what Louis was saying at the same time. So we already know that Louis is not the greatest at guarding his mind. But now that he seems to have gotten rid of imaginary Lestat, are we going to see actual Lestat in the rest of the season? Is he going to make an appearance in Paris? Because if he contacts the people that's been looking after his money, I'm sure they'll let him know that, like, yeah, so Louis over here, like, we've seen him. And then from there, it's not going to be too hard to figure out that he might have gone to visit his old coven, which he didn't really want to tell Louis or even Claudia about. So I wonder how this is going to come back into play. We will, I guess, see for the rest of the season. I hope you liked the reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye.